From Cleveland's most accurate weather team, this is 19 First Alert Plus. Sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
And good afternoon. I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News. We have a first alert weather day to tell you about, and that is actually in effect for tomorrow. And remember, we issue these first alert weather days when there's something out there that's going to have an impact on your day. We're going to welcome in 19 First Alert meteorologist Sam Roberts. Sam, you can explain it a little better than I can. First alert weather days, and then what are we looking for?
Yeah, so we issue alert days when we feel the weather will have a significant impact on your day. So if we're going to see 6 inches of snow, right, that's going to impact pretty much everybody's commute in every part of our viewing area. Or if we are going to see heavy rain, which may cause some flooding or an instance like that that's more impactful than just, oh, we're going to see a few showers today or it's going to snow a little bit. An alert day just takes on like a heightened sense of urgency, right? So we know the weather impacts our day every day to varying degrees. No matter who you are or what you do, the weather's always forcing us into little decisions like what we wear, what we're going to do for dinner, are you going to be able to get around? But some days obviously a little worse than others. So tomorrow it's the threat for storms, and some of these storms may produce tornadoes and damaging winds. So obviously a pretty significant alert for tomorrow. Today, obviously beautiful now that the clouds have cleared, but we certainly would like it to be a little warmer. It's only 38 outside on the 1st of April. I wish that was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Beautiful shout out of Stark State College here down in Akron. Blue skies down there as well. Walk us through what we can expect the rest of the evening.
So the rest of the evening is going to be pretty quiet. Oops, that's tomorrow. Let's talk about tonight really quick. So we've got mostly sunny skies, 3, 4 o'clock, beautiful. But these temperatures, they really don't warm up much. I do think we'll eventually drop in some areas down into the low 30s, and then temperatures will probably come up a little bit by tomorrow morning. So like 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll probably be flirting with 50 or so. And then we'll get those storms coming through around late morning, early afternoon. That'll be round 1.
That does not happen very often. 3 p.m., same temperature as 2 a.m. That's just an interesting diagram to look at. Sam, we're going to take that 15-second break here and come back and talk more about that first alert weather day.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All righty, we're going to walk through that 1-2 punch that we could see tomorrow. Sam, I had your mic down. We got you covered. One last one there. There we go.
My goal in the new year was to stay hydrated, but we need the water to go down the right pipe, right? Not the wrong one. So
there you go.
That's what happened. Everybody drink your water today, but make sure it's that you're not choking on it. So this is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. It's going to be a great start to the day. In fact, we're going to see some sun. I think tomorrow morning is going to be beautiful. We get this warm front coming in by late morning. So we're going to get this round of storms, and just the general timing right now is 11 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. And some of these may be strong to severe. You're probably hearing a lot of talk about the overnight threat for severe weather, but don't sleep on this midday threat either, because with a warm front, you just never know. Sometimes weird stuff happens. So we want to take this severe threat seriously. Again, more storms will be likely to produce damaging winds and heavy rain than storms are likely to produce hail and tornadoes. That's a lower end threat, but it's not zero. So again, please take this seriously. Have a way to get your warnings. And then I think what happens is through the afternoon, the weather actually may get nice again. So like 5, 6 o'clock, we're getting those later sunsets. So we have more time to enjoy the daylight. The sun doesn't set tomorrow until 7:54. So we have a lot of daylight to work with, and we're going to be recovering too. We're probably going to warm back up into the upper 60s. Wouldn't surprise me if we had some low to mid 70s out there, because I think we get sun again. But then our next round of storms comes in after midnight, and some of these may also be severe. The most dangerous type of severe weather is overnight or nocturnal severe weather, because we're not paying attention like we would be during the day. If you're lucky enough to work in an office with windows, we're little groundhogs down here in the basement, but if you're lucky enough to have windows, during the day you're like looking outside, you're paying attention, right? You're daydreaming and you know what's going on, but at night it's a much different scenario. So have some type of audible way tomorrow overnight to get your warnings should we see any issued. For now, Dan, that's the only alert day. But there's still going to be some storms on Thursday, which may produce heavy rain. And that's where we need to start talking about the threat for flooding. We are concerned about some localized river flooding through the weekend, because we're going to have more rounds of rain on the way this weekend. It's going to be very, very unsettled, and some of the rain may be quite heavy.
And I'm not liking, as someone who holds opening day tickets, I'm going to ignore Tuesday. I'm going to hope that just something miraculous happens between now and Tuesday, because that's just ugly.
The world works in mysterious ways, right? We had a couple of days that were not so bad. Like last Saturday wasn't a bad weather day, but then we get to opening day and bam, wintry mix. I either fortunately or unfortunately, I will say by next Wednesday it might be around 50 again. So a cruel thing by Mother Nature to give us snow on opening day. We'll see.
So you think
maybe.
You think that's going to stick? Or I mean, that's 7 days away.
Yeah. I mean, the signs are pointing to colder weather during that period. So that would be April 7th and 8th. I'll pull up Jeff's long range. This is the 8th through the 14th. The trend, and not just for us, it's for other parts of the Rust Belt, Great Lakes down into Appalachia, colder than normal weather. So average is 54, and the overall trend is cooler during that time. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have a big dip in the jet stream setting up right over the lower Great Lakes. So we will get that early spring cold that we get every year. If you guys look at my Twitter or my Facebook, I posted this morning. On this day, April 1st, 2021, I was living in University Heights at the time, so I can't remember what happened in Cleveland. I'll have to go and look at the data. But we had a significant amount of snow, several inches of snow. So it does happen, but just poor timing.
All right. Thanks, Sam. Full of sunshine.
There's good food options, good drink options at Progressive Field, so lots of ways to warm up, right?
Right. Sam, we'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
All right, take care. That'll wrap up our look. Again, first alert weather day tomorrow. Just kind of need to have your head on a swivel for 1 and maybe 2 rounds of severe storms that could roll through. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be here on our digital platforms. Otherwise, look for 3.5 hours of news and first alert weather on Channel 19 coming up at 3 o'clock. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a good afternoon.
19